Hello everybody, welcome back, good morning. Let's have a look at these charts, make it short and sweet. There's not a great deal to say. If you want to join the Patreon live stream tonight though, there's links in the description for that. We'll do live streams, talk about whatever it is you want to talk about, whatever charts you want me to look at. Right, so yesterday we were talking about the pump signal that could be generated within about 8 to 12 hours from yesterday's video. So we got that now, so there is a pump signal on the 4 hourly. We're above all major moving averages. And so to be fair, this pump can take us... It can take us, well, in all fairness, to any one of these major areas. 44,000, to be fair, is the most realistic, just because of the size and the weight of that on like the weekly time frame, for instance. But based on the 4 hourly, you've got 44, then we've got 45, 200 is there. I would be surprised to see 47, but it is also there. So this pump signal can fire off at any point it is generated now. So it can, it's most likely going to take us up to one of these areas, whether it's 44, 45, 200, or maybe 47,000. That's what this type of signal will do. But I would strongly recommend that whatever you do to decide to play that, whether you choose it or not, recognize that a rejection from any one of those areas is going to be a lower high, and that will start the inevitable downtrend onto a new lower low. So just recognize that for what it is. That's what it says. So yes, pump signal is here. Upside in the immediate term time frame, as in from this current price right now until probably the time you finish watching the video, upside is most likely. However, over a long enough time frame, being maybe a daily or a weekly, the downside offers the larger move. And so I'm not asking any of you lot to trade in any particular way. I'm letting you know my scenario. I would be looking to short or start some bots for leveraged down token bots. The reason I think that's an okay idea is because the consolidation we're in right now, that I believe we're in right now, is likely to go on for a period of months. So I expect there to be volatility, I expect there to be ups and downs, but I expect it to go down more than it goes up. So a grid bot or an infinity grid bot with leveraged down tokens is actually not a bad idea. You know, it's an okay thing. But that is just my view on this, right? I wouldn't suggest you do what I do. You do what you do. Trading has to be done by yourself, because it's your money. I can't trade for you. I wouldn't want to. Right, so that being that, the daily above all moving averages looking quite good, turning up on the MACD, offering further upside. Again, 44,000, 45,200. That's the area that we're likely to move to, if that. Right? We should be getting rejected at any minute. Now we've got the Dixie here, continuing to try and break out from this 200 exponential. It's desperate to do it, really wants to do it at this point, and I expect it probably will, and that'll take us to 105.4, and that should have a negative effect across the board for all markets, perhaps maybe not oil with all the stuff that's going on, but everything else, and that would be that. And now a quick look at Ethereum, up 2%, a modest 2%. A lot worse of a chart generally than Bitcoin. We're below a Bollinger Band, below a 21 exponential. There's not a great look for it. No positive turn up here on the MACD. So if Bitcoin were to get rejected from this upper area, altcoins most likely are going to get pretty savagely wrecked. Because what we'd be looking at, because Bitcoin's different, for Ethereum would be nothing more than a death cross retest and a rejection from that, move down to the major horizontal, which is 2,150, and a breakdown from there will actually be really nasty. So as much as we wanted and we're hoping that Ethereum was going to bounce up from here and continue up from here, and look, it might still do that, but if it's going to be dictated by Bitcoin, it's a weaker looking chart. The two charts are not the same. Bitcoin effectively in many ways breaking out if it wasn't for the overall vibe on Bitcoin and those other horizontal areas of significance, plus Dixie, and also me thinking that there has been a significant top printed on that ETF scenario, then yeah, I mean, Bitcoin actually does look like it can go up, maybe towards 47 or wherever. But Ethereum does not look like that, unfortunately, and if we start breaking down below these areas, you will see Ethereum probably over time back down to 1,500, maybe even a little lower than that. That sounds really awful and depressing, But this is the market through my eyes, and we're looking at the market over a longer period of time. So between now and end of summer, really, we should have seen, we should be getting close to, if not seen, or even maybe even surpassed that support. But it might feel completely unreasonable to expect that now based on what we see, especially with Bitcoin doing this. And I go on Twitter, I see what people are talking about on Twitter. People are super turbo bullish, and that's fine. You know, like I said yesterday, it's more or less a direction neutral trade yesterday. The bulls or the bears could have got completely wrecked in either direction. There was no real... there wasn't really anything for me to say it would have worked in a particular direction. And we have broken to the upside now with the help of that pump signal, so that helped. But this time yesterday, I wasn't really feeling anything like that. We were basically sideways, and I expected to stay sideways, and effectively we still are sideways. So looking at the very short-term time frame being a 1 hourly, we've got bearish divergence, 3 drives, also on the money flow index, and also, no, actually not on the MACD, but it's not a good look for it for massive, much bigger moves, let's face it. That's all I'm saying. So we're not really looking for this to do the biggest move. We're looking for this to do baby steps. No bearish divergence on the 2 hourly, so it's just the 1 hourly that's got it. So if there is a pullback, it could easily get bought back up. That buyback would probably happen in the around the 41,800 or thereabouts. So if we do pull back, we pull back to that area, probably catches a bid, carries on, and then we will really see if it has legs. So in the immediate term time frame, we're probably going to go up a little bit, complete that bearish divergence, pull back maybe to below 42,000, and if we can hold and get supported there, we might see it continue and get the buybacks. But I am not looking for a new local high here. I'm looking for a lower high, and that lower high to then give us a lower low. So that's my expectation. That's what I'll be waiting for. I'll be setting up the appropriate bots and positions as and when we get to 44,000, start to scale into those positions. And then it's just a matter of chilling out for a couple of months, really. I'm happy to play bounces on coins, spot trade bounces, but this is more of a longer term, setup that I'm looking to get in on, and I'm hoping to ride it out for a period of months, really. So that's why I'm talking bots rather than spot, because they are going to be up and down. Of course they are. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Hopefully I'll see you on the Patreon tonight. Otherwise, if I don't, have a nice day. Take it easy.